Oh my God, Bitcoin's going so high. I'm up 103,000, 106, 850. It's ripping. I can't stop. We can't even go. We got to start the stream. This is out of control. Let's jump into it. Bitcoin! Yes, we win again, baby. They can't stop the pump. I told you this morning we were coming for the pump. It just hit my take profit at 107,000. Are you kidding? This is insane. This is insane. This is insane. We're up $2,700 in the trade. It is ripping. I got another week's trade open up over here, up another $1,200. It's a $4,000 day. Let's go. Bitcoin ripping 106.9. I try to manage these trades while I'm watching you guys. This is insane. I'm moving my stop losses to take the profit. My goodness. My goodness. And you know what song we got to play. You know what song. We're going to take at least 106,008 off the table here. I'm going to keep bumping. I'm going to go to the small time frames and see what I can get out of this puppy. Flag after flag, pump after pump. Same thing here. We're going to keep moving these stop losses up. We're going to take this pump. This is a Sunday night pump. Volatility at its best. We're going to take this money and take it home, baby. Shout out to all my lifers. I was here this morning giving you the live, giving you the call, staying on it 7 days a week. We don't stop. Let's go. You can't beat us. They want to beat us. They can't beat us. It doesn't end. It doesn't stop. This is too hard for music right now. This is just too hard for music. All right? This is it. This is it. But you know the song we got to play. There's a certain song that we got to play. If I can find it.
Get it right.
Yeah, because we got it right again, baby. Did your favorite YouTuber, did your favorite channel, did the favorite guy that you watch?
Get it right.
Did your favorite YouTuber, did your favorite watch, did your favorite Twitter guy that you watch on that? TA, did he? No, did he? Did he get it right? Is he still in the trade? Is he rocketed to 106,000? Let's go. Wow, we peaked. I believe we peaked there almost 107.11. Woo! Go to my 1 minute chart here. Wow, we may go up for more. I'm on the bone here, though. I don't want to lose. I want to make sure I'm taking as much as I can out of these trades. Let's go, baby. Let's get the hype going. This is Sunday night, weekly candle close. I got clipped. I took profits on everything. Bang, bang, bang. Sammy made the game. Bang, bang, bang. $4,000 day. Let's go, baby, on a Sunday. Make it $4,000 while I'm out golfing. Let's go. Gotta just rip the coat off. I can't take it anymore. Just one of those nights. I'm sorry if I'm scaring you. But man, I'm hyped right now. Let's get the super chats going. If you made gains, send the super chats in. Let's go. Let's rip it. Let's run into the game. Woo! just took profits on a massive Bitcoin call this morning. Banging on them. Let's go. Let's go. And I got to calm down. I got to teach. I got to teach this. So this thing might keep going. I usually sell early, so it's probably going to continue to rip. Man, 107, 117 on MEXC on the high. Let's go. 179. Let's see what the high of the candle told me there. Open, high, low, and close. Yeah. 116. No, 128, 40 cents, baby. 128 and 40 cents. And I made the call. You can't say I didn't. I gave it to you this morning. No one can talk ish on our trading group. No one can say a word about the $99 a month. It's the best 99 ever spent. We show it. We prove it every single time. You can't beat it. Where my lifers at? Reliable J with the gains. Banging on it with the $20 super chat. Shout out to you, my man. Woo! Wow. I'm sorry. I just got hyped, though. I mean, we ripped and I held those trades. You don't get it. Today we were up 1,000, down 174, back up 1,000. It was absolute insanity. Dang. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I just made a ton of money, so y'all send me more through super chats. You're a loser, you know that? You're a loser, Booger Wild. That's why your name's Booger Weed, because you're a loser. That's all right, man. God bless you. I don't want to be negative. Don't have to eat. Still, let's take a look. Okay. Weeks. Sign up to the links if you want to make gains like the lifers just did. I made gains on weeks. I made gains on MEXC. Let's go. And you see, moving the stop loss into position, making sure that you cover and you don't bug out here. This is the way. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We're losing our pocket squares. We're getting so crazy here. Just a slide. God bless Booger Weed and everybody out here. Hope each and every one of you having a wonderful day. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's break down BTC and the weekly candle close. And look, the bot just exited the long. I got the bot. I got a little higher than the bot. I got out higher than the bot. But the bot, you know, made gains today too as well. And what is the bot? What is that? What am I talking about? Well, if you go to my Twitter, if you go to myx.com and you check it out, my pinned comment right here, and you go to the, you know, you hit this, it's Minotaur trading system. It is an amazing trading system. And I'll put a link to it here in the comment section. It'll fly by for you. But if you would like to have a bot trade for you, just do the trades. Like it would have bought the bottom and sold the top today for you perfectly without you even sweating it. Again, it makes minimal compared to the risk. You do what you got to do, but bang, bang, bang. Sammy didn't enter the market. The market entered Sammy. You're funny, man. No. Sammy, no. The market didn't enter me. I don't know how to put it out, but it's something different like that. But you got it, but we got to word it differently. No one's going into me like that. This isn't luck. This is price precision. Sam, price precision. We got it. Now I'm gonna have to you're gonna have to sell that to me now. Sam, price precision, man, and that's what it is. But jump on in if you want the bot to trade for you. You might have missed it today. You might have want to go golfing, hang out with your friends and family. You would have still been able to make the gains because the bot would have had it for you. Sign up today to the link. Stop waiting. At least find out what they're talking about. Schedule a free call. What do you got to lose? Hit the link. Schedule a call. Say what up. Find out what they got to offer. They may just hook you up because you're a lifer. You may get a deal of a lifetime. You never know. If you don't, at least attempt it. And the bot just sold the top with the lifer. We took it for gains, baby, gains. All right. So it was beautiful that it happened right as I came live. I mean, you can't beat that. That is a commercial for a live stream like I've ever seen. How many beautiful people we have here on the live. Only 1,100 people want to see one of the biggest pumps in history for Bitcoin. Insane. Absolutely insane. Where is the Google search for the greatest asset in the world? Isn't it crazy? Shout out to Bitcoin. Stream Streak Award. Sam Price, the ultimate Stream Streak Award. Let's go. And then we can't forget about the beautiful Burj Khalifa going all the way to the top. The 24 karat gold Swarovski crystal going all the way to the top, baby. I was up there. The pinnacle, the nadir. We were up there, man. We were making trades. I was in a trade while I was up at the top. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to all the beautiful people out here. I can't wait to break down this Bitcoin update and talk about what happened here. So this morning, I went over the fact that Bitcoin had broken out. You want to watch my morning update and see what I had to say? But I called the pump for BTC and said we were likely going to make a pretty big move to the upside. We did make some bearish div now, though, on the 12-hour time frame, which has me a little, right there. We're going to talk about that. Let's take a look at the weekly close. Let's have some fun. The fireworks have stopped. I think we basically sold the local top for now. There could be more. We're going to find out if there's more. That's what I do. That's what I'm good at. That's actually my best strong point, is finding out where we're going to go right after a big pump. Either we're going to pull back or continue, and that's really what people come here for. That's one of the main, because Bitcoin's dumping, Bitcoin's pumping. We're able to find the bear flag, the reversal, the top, the bottom, you name it, the divergence. We got it. Small time frames, big time frames, 1 minute, 30 second, 15 minute, you name it, we got it. Let's go. So let's break down Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. And we already got to do the nice big screen. But look, all week we were red. All week I said if this closes red that we have a bit of a problem. We could come back down to the 21-day moving average. Could have a 5-week pullback, I said, but we got to close the biggest weekly close in the history of Bitcoin. And we have 1,100 people here. That's insane. I think this is insane. Like, the Google search for this should be out of control. We gave the call this morning. We made gains tonight. We showed you exactly how to do it. And it's the greatest asset in the world. And people are watching basketball. I'm just saying. And the biggest pump ever, cashing in. Dude, I golfed today and made $4,000 off my pants. Like, it's just, and I show this all the time to people, and I'm not bragging. I'm out here, at the beach. I'm out here in Dubai. I'm out here traveling the world, trading from an internet connection. I tell you, man, once you learn to trade, all you need is an internet connection, and you can bang on them anywhere in the world. It's absolute insanity. So anyway, let's break down the weekly close. Let's have some fun here now. This is the fun part, when you took profits and you get to really enjoy the night. Wow. 104,118. All right, was the open for the week. The high was 106,660. 106,660 to 666. The low was 107,1837. We went all the way down to 100,000 basically. And the candle closed at 106,454. Up $2,336.26 on the week, up 2.24% on the week. What a strong weekly close. The strongest, highest weekly candle close in the history of Bitcoin. Bitcoin has won today. People don't realize it may not be, it's about to break its all-time high. The all-time high is 109.5. We're sitting at 106.4. The thing's ripping $3,000 clips at a time. It takes nothing for it to do that. It was 106,000, 100,000, and $600 away from $100,000 just a couple of days ago. And I bought more Bitcoin for $5,000. Was it this morning on the live that I did that? Bing bong. But I mean, how much more can I do, man? I put my money where my mouth is to show you what's happening. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Okay? I'm just showing you reality TV. This is the life of a trader. This is what it's like to trade every single day, 7 days a week. You want to tune in? You want to see what I go through on a Monday, on a Tuesday? The ups, the downs, the lefts, the rights, the wins, the losses. You see it all. Last week I had a couple losses. It wasn't fun. I was taking L's here and there. This win takes up for all of that, and it's absolutely amazing. So blessings on everybody out here. Thank you for watching the show. Literally, it's a show. We put on a dang show. And the way the weekly looks, it looks like it could continue. I mean, the biggest weekly close in history, and now we can't call a double top. So thankful. If this had closed red, it was a double top. And you had to take that for what it was. Now it is not a double top. We clearly have closed the candle above these two candles. It's not a tweezer top. This candle is actually green. I wouldn't be surprised if there's actually more coming here even tonight. So we got to kind of speed this up. Stop talking about how great we are for a second and talk about the charge, right? Yeah, Sammy. We know you're good, Sammy. Just keep your mouth shut over there. All right, man. I'm sorry. All right. The people like you. Just, you don't got to talk about yourself so much. Nobody wants to hear that garbage. All right. You have to tell everyone, you have to do this in front of everybody. Can we have this conversation later? That's me and myself and I having a long conversation in front of you. Don't worry, we're going to get it together one day. So the 5-day chart, can this come back down and reset? Do we make a bit of a flag here? It would be nice if we flag out now. You know, we basically, you know, and just flag out between like 103.8, 106, like a healthy flag. No BS. It would be a beautiful cup and handle. We could just continue to rip, so be it. But I mean, it would be nice to see some type of consolidation here for BTC. 106.589. We sold the top pretty close to 105, 106.9, and went to 107.11. I mean, that was just the jamski. Unbelievable. And I switched back to the deep house now, but that was just, we had to have that. We had to have that. So, yeah. The 4-day chart, I don't usually use that 3-day chart. There's the 3-day with the beautiful strong close. Again, though, yeah, almost a little hidden. It looks like we'll get, we could have bearish div because that swings down. If we get a big move to the upside, could be some bearish div again. Could be the, you know, a bigger pullback. We got to look at the traditional TA and not get caught up by the narratives. All right. And here we are with the daily, and we kept talking about. Remember, I showed this earlier today on the live stream. Sean, could you look at the earlier live stream today and give me like 3 quick links that I can click on in a DM that just show me what I was talking about for Bitcoin? That shows like this flag. You know, you don't have to, I mean, just kind of scan to see when I show the flags. I don't expect you to know everything I said, but you might have done the timestamp. So, but yeah, a couple Bitcoin timestamps. Just send me the links if you can, if you're listening. And if you're on the John, no worries, man. I'm not too embarrassed. Maybe I just don't want to be demanding. I want to be a nice boss over here. I don't even consider being your boss. I'm your buddy. We just work together over here. 106,200, getting that pullback now. And even the daily. I mean, the daily's getting some bearish divergence. You see, could be the, you know, a little bit of bearish div there for. Wow, what a move that was, man. I'll tell you, man, we caught this one. I caught this one. I caught that one. I caught every single one and some ones in the middle. Heck. And I told you, just enter a trade with a stop below. I told you guys this today on the live stream. Just enter the trade here with a stop below the 2 wicks. Boom. Simple stuff. Like, everyone uses 1,000 indicators. It does that. All you had to know, you didn't look, no indicator needed. I could even turn off the moving averages. Nothing. Just all you had to do was how to trade a flag and put a stop below a wick and grow some cojones over here. You know, hey. This is the place everyone has to be, 100%. Shout out to Crypto HVAC. Shout out to Spank Mapleton. Shout out to Waffle Cones. Waffle Cones. Who doesn't love a waffle cone? Shout out to Cryptic Rick in the house. Alert the Bulls. Price just found structure. My parents went to St. John same time you were there. Do you know my dad, Joe Valentino? Yeah, Joey. Yeah, Joe Valentino. Tell him Sam Price says hello over here. From the film club. I went there from 01 to 05. Hey, Sam Price went to St. John same time you were there. Thank you, Luca. Tell your dad I said God bless him, man. I love the Italians over here. Good people, huh? I'd come over for lasagna. It's my favorite food. I should be rude, right? Like, hey, we don't even like Italian food. How are you going to tell that? Hey. There's a Valentino's here in Sarasota. We eat it every once in a while. It's a chain. They got a couple. Joe said, you crazy, Sam. Hey, Marty. You crazy to Joey, Marty. Hey, get Marty out of here. He's talking. Hey. I love that guy, Marty. Every time me and Marty hang out, though, it gets a little wild. My wife always says, yeah, you can't hang out with Marty now, huh? I don't like that Marty guy. Everyone has a friend that their wife doesn't want them hanging out with. I don't anymore because I don't get to do that stuff anymore because I'm like the lifer and stuff. But before, when I had a real life, before I had like a, you know, an internet life, and I really was a real person, now I'm just an internet person. But when I was a real person, all right, when I could really do real stuff, now I have to like worry about getting kidnapped. No, seriously. Shout out to David Kendall. Shout out to everybody here on the live. This man trades like he's got tomorrow's chart today. Yo, that's the coolest line I've ever heard. Yo, you're the best, man. You people are the best. I got to get back into the chart, though. I'm a little drunk off gains right now, and it happens. You get full of euphoria, especially when you do it in front of people. It's one thing to do it alone, but to put your guts on the line in front of everyone like that and say, hey, what's going to happen to me here? And to bang on him in front of everybody, man. Shout out to my man David Kettle in the house, who's been with me for a long time. All my peoples, man. That's how you know I'm the real deal, man. David's been with me for 4 or 5 years. Once people get with the lifer, man, they don't leave the lifer. They stay with the loyalty. They stay with the love. They stay with the realness. They stay with the gains. Thank you for all the life lessons you taught me. Look now, Sammy. We smiling, baby. Yo, we did it, baby. 106,000, my man. And the altcoins. Let's talk about MOODENG. We got so much to talk about today, everyone. We didn't even touch the surface on this live. We might be here all night. This might be a late one. I just got out the jacuzzi too, so you know what I mean? I'm ready to go. I'm limber, man. I'm fresh. I'm sweating out the back right now. It's okay. I got my water, my Crypto Lifer mug. All right, Crypto Lifer, baby. You see that? Reliable J, thank you so much for that super, for coming on in and becoming a member again there. Blessings. Samling, hustling 24/8. 1 hour, 1 day ahead of the game, my man. The man trades like he's got tomorrow's chart today, because we do, man. The charts told us what was going to happen, man. I could see the pump. We saw the inverted head and shoulder on the smaller time frame. I gave it out earlier today. Anyway, let's going over this. So we got a boom to the upside. So I gotta do my TA. I'm like, I gotta slow down. So the weekly could close a tweezer top and pull back. Still got legs though on the RSI. It's still got legs in the stochastics. Wouldn't be surprised if we get another one of those like up and down weeks and then boom. But man, what a close. What a close. The weekly close, man, there's always heavy volatility. And again, imagine taking the weekends off. It's getting to the point where you just can't take the weekends off. 5 weeks ago, there was a weekend pump on Sunday. I think about last weekend or the weekend before, there was a Saturday pump that was huge. And it's Bitcoin. It's been pumping on the weekends now. You know, that pump was Thursday. But you can see there was that pump Saturday had a huge pump there. Friday had a huge pump there. That was a Tuesday pump. They're supposed to be pumping Tuesday, like, you know, Monday, Tuesday, huge. Look, that was a Friday and a Saturday pump there. There's only so many pumps that big, too. We caught every single one of them in the trading group. Unbelievable. So the daily looks great, and now it has support down at 104,000. I got 777s. Crazy, right? But the high is like 104,984. I just happened to hit 777s. You see that? Just happened. Just by coincidence. So yeah, 104.8 where the candles closed there. We have support at 104,800 for Bitcoin. The daily is stretched away from the 21-day moving average. If we came back down to the 21, it wouldn't be crazy. I said that here, remember? And look, we did exactly that. And you know, you never know how it's, you know, no one knows exactly how it's going to flag, but it doesn't really matter as long as it flags. You see what I'm saying? Like, whether it does this, that, you know, as long as I can flag it out and get ready when the 21 comes, who cares? And that's why my strategy works pretty well. Look, we sold the local top. We're out of the trade. No stress. Nothing. We don't, you know, I'm not in any altcoin swings right now. If I was in an altcoin swing, I'd take profit. If I was doing anything, when I sold, if you see me sell Bitcoin, I likely am selling the local top. I'm very good at it. I do it all the time. Like 90% of my trades are the local top when I sell them. I'm not trying, it sounds bragging too, but this is just the truth. All right. These are what they're saying. This is what the people are saying, man. Sammy doesn't predict. He remembers the future 100%. And I think we all can. I really think we can possibly do that because all time and space is there already. All knowledge has been existed. We attach the ethereal space and time. If we can meditate our minds out of our bodies and realize we can transcend space and time, then we can remember the future. I know you think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you the truth. Time traveling is available through your mind. I made 60,000 today and roughly 40,000 in the past 2 weeks. Best money I've made. Just sell my plumbing business since my body hurts. 99 for life. Shout out to the Canadian lifer. We got Canadian lifers out here. Look at the Canadian lifer, man. God bless you. Hey, just keep plumbing, making that extra money on days when it's slow. You can always open up trades and just, you know, like I traded today. We didn't have to stare at the charts. First ever weekly candle close above 100K. Sammy called this setup last week. We called it, baby. We nailed it. We absolutely nailed it. So now there's the pullback. The hype was real. Craziness. You know, we could close a daily candle red now. I mean, it was a crazy pump. Let's see what happens now for the day ahead. But, you know, we are getting a pretty nasty pullback here for Bitcoin. I did show a bearish divergence on the 22-hour time frame. As you can see here, what is bearish divergence? Someone says. I heard someone ask in their mind. I heard you all ask, oh yeah. Price action got a pointed high and a second pointed high. We call these the swing highs. Swing high to swing high is an uptrend. Swing high to swing high, low there, downtrend. So these swing highs trend down. These swing up. That's a divergence because they don't align. You see what I'm saying? And it tells me that we usually get a pullback when we see that type of behavior. Bitcoin hit 107 100 in about $28 on MEXC. Lifer says, cool things throughout. Yeah, time travel is available through your mind. Past, present, and future are all at the same moment. 100%. We're living every moment exactly in the moment. Yeah. Quebec lifer, we got a Quebec lifer. How many Canadian lifers we got, man? I love you Canadians. God bless you. I lived in Boston. We're kind of partial to you guys. It's basically Montreal. You know what I mean? It's the closest American city to, like, we live kind of, even our accent's different than everyone else's. It's not Canadian, but it's, you know, we say some stuff that's slightly Canadian. I say about a little different than most. I say coffee and not coffee or coffee. I say coffee, you know. So in Boston, you just, you know, you feel a little, you know, you're not Canadian. I'm not trying to say we're Canadian, but, you know, we're very American. One if I am, two if I see Paul Revere all day. Bunker Hill, the Battle of Bunker Hill. But, you know, we got this, we understand a little bit. It's freezing cold. We're up there with you. We're not that far from the border, you know. Nova Scotia, Halifax, Toronto ain't that, you know, Montreal, 8-hour drive. So, Bitcoin. Could it do damage? It very well may. All right. So we're looking for this here to probably pull back. It's got to come back to the 21 now. It just got way too far. And it did it way. And the moves for Bitcoin have been fast and furious. I'll tell you what. So now we got a bearish div on Bitcoin on the 22. I believe it extends to the daily. It does. You know, bearish div on the daily. It is what it is. And a lot of people are going to take shorts here. That's going to be good for us to induce a short squeeze to the upside. Remember, BOOKMAP told us it was going up to the upside and had those longs at 105,000. I kept saying there was juice up to squeeze the shorts. And usually we get a little more from the line they give us. Like if it says 105.5, we get up to 106, 107. Bang, right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Bangor and New York are far closer than Boston to Canada. God bless you. I didn't say they were further away. Yeah. I never said they were. They weren't. Like, what do you mean false? Like, just liquidity is constantly being hunted. I think it's awesome. I love it. It is a trader's market. It's great for trade. I am loving it because I'm taking advantage of all the opportunities. It's been good. There's good liquidity. So the 8-hour too, a bit overbought, and it's got bearish divergence as well. So that big pump gave us was bearish div. Huge wick to the upside. They might actually come back down on this puppy. That's why selling is so important. Taking profits is so important. I still can't believe I was mad with madness when the stream, man. I'm looking back on I was like, I was out of my mind when the stream started. I just couldn't believe it, everybody. I went golfing most of the day, got home, hung out with my daughter. We played horse, you know, with water basketball in the pool. I then got super tired. I lied in a day bed next to the pool and fell asleep. I woke up, got into the jacuzzi. My wife gave me a couple dirty looks for I don't know why. I guess I'm just because I was taking too much time for myself today. And then I did the live stream to come to sell to thousands of dollars. And that was the day on Sunday. I mean, can you beat that day? So praise the Lord and Jesus, man. What a day I lived, man. So I would watch the 4-hour time frame for just a slight pullback here. I would look for the 4 hour to give us a pullback and a continuation to the upside. If the 4 hour breaks back below this, then we know maybe it's shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder, and we dumping. I'm open-minded. It could still be a Bart Simpson here. Nothing is guaranteed. But it's because that pump was so strong, we waited and we got above this resistance. We now got support at 104.8. And I'm just looking for us to flag out above 104.8 in some way, shape, or fashion. And then tomorrow night, it even looks like we could be ready for the move. So I would watch the 4 hour time frame. I wouldn't get too crazy. If you didn't take profits when we did, then you're probably a little pissed. You've lost a lot of gain since then. I'm sorry. I'll teach you how to sell the local top if you join my class. Honestly, with one class, you'll learn how to sell and some practice, you'll learn how to sell the local top using the 21-day moving average. I can't wait to see who bites on this ad right now, but I'm telling you right now, it's important. If you're in my class the next time I do it and you hit this QR code, you're going to be doing the right thing for yourself. So if you care about yourself, jump into class and get that education for $150. It is basically we're giving it away. We're giving it away. All right. Shout out to everyone that even thinks or does take class. A lot of people take class. I appreciate that. Every time I do class, I'm really, it's amazing. So look for some sideways price action here. You're going to be overbought on almost everything, but the 1 hours ain't too bad. But it does suggest that we would have some, so watch the 1 hour, watch the 15. I'd watch the 15, the 1 hour. I'd have 3 screens if I could, or I'd split it. You can go here and go into 3 here. And I'd have the 1 hour, the 4 hour. I'd have the 15, the 1 hour, and the 4 hour on. And I'd be watching price action on 3 screens. See, you could do 8 screens. You can do a lot. You could do, I think, you could do up to 8 different screens with premium. You can watch 8 different, it's hard when you have all this stuff, but you could, if you double click them and just use price action, you can see kind of what's happening, and stay somewhat on it. I could have 8 screens of 8 screens of 8 screens. I have 6 screens of 8 screens. I got to have 48 charts I'm watching at once. And it gets crazy, right? Open it up even more there. There's all different ways to set it up, too. They have, every type of thought. Wow, they have several charts per tab. You have 8 charts per limit, but our upgraded plan, 16 linked charts perfectly synced, all in space window. Upgrade now, Ultimate Pro. There's a bigger one than Premium. I thought, dude, they upped the ante. You could do, wow. That's crazy. Anyway, get back to 1. We only need 1. All I need is 1. 1, baby, 1. So, yeah, I would look for a bullish retest. Some sideways price action on a flag. The way the weekly looks, it looks like we're going to continue. It's a very high close, and we got above the highs, so the double top's out the window now. It just looks, we gotta go and fish some liquidity now. What a move, right? We hit 107,000. So Bitcoin hit a new high, local high, got very close to its all-time high. It's got to just kind of make us, so the sauce is over. The fireworks have happened. And I got lucky the way it timed out. What are the odds that it was going to pump the second I got to this? Everything worked out for me today. The timing was epic. I was in the trade up 1,000. I was in the trade down 1,000. I think I was down 2,000 at one point. I just let it sit there for a couple days. I've been in that trade for 3 days, And then it was up $1,000 when I was at the golf course, maybe even 2,000. But I didn't sell because I don't like to take my stuff out there like that, And then I had a nice time, and then I got home and I was down $175. I was like, man, this trade is gonna just destroy me. And then I went out, did my thing with my kids, hit the jacuzzi, and came back to almost dang near $3,000. And then the other trade was ripping too. Yeah, $4,000. I just leaving the trades alone, let them cook, man. And I got lucky, whatever you want to call it. It was whatever it was, but I set the parameters this morning. I let it cook, and because I didn't get crazy, and I let the trade do its thing, and I got lucky today with timing. The timing was just insane. What are the odds that everything worked out for me today? It doesn't always work out like that, But if you trade as much as I do throughout your time, think about it. There's gonna be one out of a few hundred days where you'll do whatever you want, barely look at the charts, touch a couple buttons, and you'll still come home to tons of money. It'll just happen. That's what I love about trading. Those days bug me out. I make more money on those days that I used to make. I used to make, work really hard, $1,500 a week, $1,200 a week. So in a month, that was $4,800. I basically made what I made in a month just now. And I was golfing today. And I want people to understand this concept that trading is amazing. Trading could change your life. It'll give you your freedom back, your time back. I thought about a guy, he told me about his dad. His dad didn't see him because his dad works 7 days a week as like a truck driver. Imagine if the truck driver took a week here and there to learn trading, started trading on, and slowly how it transitioned. And next thing you know, was able to supplement that income and be home with the kids. I'm home with my kids all the time, everyone. I spend so much time with my wife and children. Like, daddy's always home. I'm like an unemployed father, but I'm not. I'm employed. I'm working from home. Like, my house is the work base. And to me, that's the dream, right? That's the goal, to work from home, to build a business. And I dreamed of all this stuff. I'm telling you, I worked a cubicle. I worked a night shift. If you worked a night shift, you would think, man, how do I get out of this situation? I can't work this night shift for the rest of my life. It's going to kill me. It's not good for my health. You know it's not good for you. Everyone else is sleeping. You're like all over the place. I'm up all night so many times. Yeah. And so, and then you realize how much money means to you because you got to do a night shift to get it. And so then when you start making it, you don't squander it. It becomes real to you. And, I love that night shift because for the rest of my life, I'll be compassionate to other people that are going through something. I'll know that it's not always awesome for everybody, and there will be something on the other side. And, number 3, I'll always have, a real strong appreciation for the life that I have now. And every single time I have a beautiful day, I ask myself, I say, man, I remember when you worked the night shift, and it wasn't always like this, So, and it took me a long time. I'm 42 years old, everybody, with 3 kids. It wasn't, it didn't happen overnight for me. It was a long struggle. But thank you for listening to this candid conversation, Sam and Bitcoin. Let's get back into the charts. Blessings on blessings to everybody out there on the live. 1,520 beautiful souls, 484 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Bitcoin just closed its highest weekly candle in history. Might want to pay attention. The greatest asset in the world just closed the highest candle, weekly candle in the history of its life. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. I'm living the days that you used to dream of. Yeah, I am. I'm living the days that I used to dream of. Living in Florida, getting a tan, being tan all year round. Not just getting pasty white in Florida and then going out to tan. Right? Your edge is in indicators. It's watching Sammy work. Amazing, Crypto Rick, man. I love you, man. I'm putting all these to the group, brother. They're so epic, man. An incredible change happens in your life when you decide to take control what you have power over instead of craving control over what you don't. 100%, man. I love you for that. What you guys are saying is so funny today. I just keep posting it to the group, man. So, yeah, we got some daily bearish div. We got bearish div here. There could be a chance this starts a nasty dump. And we start dumping. I stick to this fact that we broke out, though. We could retest. I'm just looking for the flag. Again, I would watch the 1 hour, the 15. I say that we flag out tonight. And maybe by 1, 2, 3 in the morning, there might be a pump, too. But I'm looking for us to consolidate. This could just continue to dump. I would not get short unless we lost this triangle. We lost the triangle and we lose 102.6, then yeah, I would start to concede that it's going to be a bigger dump. Until then, it's we'd have to break inside the pattern. We'd have to lose the 200 and the 15, and we'd have to dump. A lot would have to happen for me to get bearish here. Again, it could be the beginning of a bearish move. Like someone could enter a hedge short right now because you never know, and it could be epic, but I'm not into those. Like, I'm into the longs. You know me. Like, it's not my thing. Doesn't mean I can't short the market. I will here or there when the time is right. But whenever I sell a big win too, I just chill. Like, we're gonna be smoking cigars, hanging out, and celebrating tonight, man. Yeah. Why alt's pulling back? We tapped 107 bearish because Bitcoin doesn't care about the altcoins. It was all Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin pulls back, it's going to hurt the altcoins too. Yeah. And everyone thought altcoins were going to get hot. You guys got greedy. See, I trade Bitcoin. I don't go too hard on these altcoins when I don't have to. So that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. I do see a pullback in sideways price action. We sold the local top. We skinned the cat. Like, we did it, baby. We got it. Like, you know, congratulations. Because if, you know, a lot of people, they're in fear. They don't want to sell because, like, what if it keeps going? Because every time they get into a trade, it never goes well. And they talk negative to themselves. They say that. They say every time I go into a trade, it doesn't go well. They always say that the bad things happen to them. They say these negative things. Are you someone who says these things? I don't say these things to myself anymore, but I did. Be honest with yourself. Do you talk negatively? I want you to admit it right now, because if you admit it today in front of all of us, it may be the beginning of the end for you. Like, you may stop doing it. Not the end, I mean, but the end of doing that. I'm sorry, I don't want to. It may be the beginning of the end of that behavior. If anyone here talked negative to themselves today, did you talk negative to yourself today? You put yourself down at all? During golf, I got a little frustrated. I might have, like, you know. But you can't do that. You don't deserve to do that. You got to be good to yourself. You got to treat yourself like you're a little kid. And would you be down, you know, to your child? Would you talk down to your child? Would you tell your child you suck, you can't make it? No, because if you did that to your kid, you would devastate them. Right? Echo Leaf, man, today's the day you stop talking negatively to yourself. Tom G, you can't tell yourself, you know more. You're never going to stop talking to yourself like that again. Sam, I want to learn where to start. Go to CryptoLifer.com if you would like to start learning how to trade with me. Go to CryptoLifer.com. You can hit the subscribe button. And I have a course in there waiting for you right now. All right? It's going to have a read first. The second you join the Discord, you're going to join, right? And you're going to get a watch first. And you're going to get a read first. That's the first thing I want you to do. Here's a free course, too, teaching you how to trade, kind of the beginnings of what I teach, the indicators, how to get started. This course will blow your mind. I remind people all the time inside the group to watch this. I think people forget it's there. That's the best way to get started right there. And then once you do that, all right, I have like what people literally charge like thousands of dollars for all these crazy courses, just sitting right here for free inside what's called content directory. And in there, just, you know, type the candlesticks, just anything you would have believed, you know what I mean? Setting alerts, BOOKMAP webinar, how and why to add alerts, right? Trading view shortcuts. We're talking the VRVP, fractals, masterclass and stochastics, candlestick patterns you got to know, risk management, how to long and short BTC, Bitcoin dominance and how to trade it, 5-clip series, right? Support and resistance flips. What is a swing? 21 cross the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time. You know what I mean? It's a head and shoulders price action, making of a trade, deep dive process and mindset. It's it'll blow your mind. All these videos are waiting for you. Laura Marshall, for our amazing group. All right. Can we have a run through of how to take the chart, where to find it? And so all this stuff is here for you, all right, inside of the group. Waiting for you. Waiting for you. And that's how I would get started. Did we go close to the all-time high on Sunday? And it scared me. So, folks, new all-time high within a week or two. Possibly took a break or 2 months. Just demo traded and suggested by the 9 group. Back at it this week. I'm 6 and 8 winning trades this week. Taking a much different approach. Thank you, Lifers. Hey, I like that you did that, James. Smart way to go about it. You know what I mean? Reassess the situation. You know, you're getting beaten more. You don't just keep sending your men, right? You bring them back. You reassess the situation, and you find out what you know, how you could re-strategize. That's the smartest way to win. So good on you, man. God bless you. And I hope you continue to win, brother. I thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Yeah, and that whale opened a huge long on Hyperliquid too. And that whale's up huge right now. A huge whale opened up a long yesterday too as well. A big pump was coming. Something was happening. And we caught it. Yeah. Like something weird in there, man. Bullish structure, bearish fears. Sammy's cooking either way. It doesn't matter, man. And look, Bitcoin's down basically $2,000 from the top. It's just, you know, $2,000 clip means nothing, and we can make so many gains with that. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man, because Bitcoin's getting bigger. $2,000 to $3,000 moves are awesome. The best way to pay yourself, protect what you have. Once in a profit to break even, and you can never lose. Amen. Amen. Exactly. Once in profit to break even over and over again. Just keep covering. Don't be greedy. The second I stopped being greedy and I was grateful for all my wins, everything changed. I'm so grateful for my gains today. So how do we teach you how to make the gains? How do we find the next awesome coin? So we know what Bitcoin's going to do. Now what? Well, let's take a look at what's happening to the altcoins and coin market cap here. So some coins looked interesting today. They were on my radar. All right. Funny, Sky AI. I don't know. I like that. Microsoft for wrapped BNB. Is that real? You know. So WorldCoin's up right now, up 8%. BitGet token getting some love. XDC continuing to do damage. Wow. XEN as well. Walrus Mantle. Nothing too crazy. Let's take a look at the bubbles. As we can get a quick look in 2 seconds. The best way to really look at the markets. And yeah, altcoins are amazing in the last hour. In the last day, they all got a little bit of a pump. We got GOAT, AXBT, Giga Chad, Alchemist AI, Anime, Boom, and Nisha, a new coin, right? Cetus, Metas. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Bitcoin Cash, some bumpers around town. Chia. All right. In the last week, not the best. DGen up 44%. Not much. Altcoins aren't doing amazing right now. The last month, we're up nice. All right, it was a good month for altcoins. So let's see if we can continue to hold these gains. And we're going to continue to find the hottest coins for you every single day on the channel and in the trading group. God bless everyone that supports me on my mission to do that. Let's go look at the popular searches too here on Crypto Rank. Next space is a new one, NXPC. You might want to write that down. Privacy is another one, interesting, $16 million market cap too, very small. Space and Time, another small one, $160 million market cap came out. MOODENG was ripping. And so this is the top 20 coin searches in the last 7 days. So people are searching ZK Sync, Starknet, Privacy, Layer 0, Ethereum, Aptos, Ondo, Wormhole, of course, Bitcoin, Optimism, Obel, Solana, Grass, Virtuals, MOODENG, Celestia, and IO.net. And then the top most visited coins. Pi Network, Privacy, Layer Edge, Solana, Hedera, Redstone. Keep looking at Redstone, Redacted, RDAC on the radar now. Egan Layer, Maple Story Universe. No idea what that is. That hasn't even, we're going to look for that coming out. Tells you about coins that are just coming out. It can mostly easily be described as an expanded concept of Maple Story, Nexon's most widely recognized IP. It's ultimately a virtual world ecosystem that creates more immersive and engaging adventure with MapleStory's NFTs as its core. MapleStory Universe marks the story of the RX 2.0, which leverages blockchain technology. Sounds cool. Maybe, maybe no. Yeah, so I see Bitcoin kind of stabilizing at one point, probably catching a flag, and then ripping probably to 111,000 into tomorrow. Other than that, it's going to dump, leave all this, and we're going to have to short if it loses this. It's pretty simple. Like either Bitcoin makes a flag and we get a huge pump, or Bitcoin breaks back into here, does a bearish retest, and we get a dump to the downside. It's one of those two things. You know what I'm saying? If it loses the 200 MA and we do a bearish retest, we short the market. If it stays inside the flag, we long the market. And until then, we could wait. And we could scalp some little moves on the 200 MA along the way if we want while we're waiting. And that's like I'm already set like for the next couple days. Like I'm pretty set for price action here. I don't need to know what it's going to do, but I know exactly what to do when it does it. And I'm locked in. I'm just locked in. And that's why I like never taking the weekends off and going 2 times on the weekend. I like 2 times on the weekend. My wife knows. No, but seriously, like every weekend, the morning and the night, because it gets us ready for the week ahead. Like, we're not caught off guard. We know what's happening. And that reminds me, let's go to Forex Factory and see what's happening for the week ahead. Do our due diligence. All right. It's another reason why we come here to kind of get ready. So bank holiday in Canada tomorrow. I hope that serves you well. Nothing happening. Tuesday. Nothing happening. We got some FOMC Musalam speaks. Nothing crazy. Wednesday. Wow. French fries. Right now, I'm just Thursday. So Thursday we have unemployment claims at 8:30 and flash manufacturing PMI at 9:45, which is not a huge deal, but the unemployment will rock the market Thursday. So that's our big red folder. And then Friday we have nothing. New home sales. I'd like to see that. That's interesting, kind of at 10 a.m. But wow, I think it's one of our best weeks ahead. You know, last few weeks we've always had something ripping up the week. This week it's clean. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I mean, that's really nice. To have no red folders Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday really clears the path. That price action really just kind of stretch its legs, so to speak. I mean, I'm really excited to see what could happen this week. And then, of course, we have one area to look at, which isolates the incident, which I like too, and that's the unemployment claims at 8:30 on Thursday. So get your little sticky out. I have my one from last week. All I have to do is kind of X out the Tuesday now. I'll circle the Thursday. Even put a date on it, like, you know, it's the 21st, right? 22nd. May 22nd, 8:30, and I write red folder. And I put this sticky really right here on my screen and on the bottom of the screen. Just hanging off of it. My screens are floating. And bang, I love seeing that. And now I know, like, because what happens to me is I'll be in a big trade. I'll remember it all week. I'll remember it up to 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. Then I'll be in a trade. Then my kid might throw up. Something might happen. My wife's like, can you help me? I run out. I look at her. And then I come back to the trade. I'm like, oh, I'm going to double down now. And I completely forget that we're about to get news at 8:30. It's happened to me a few times. So now I realize, and I you know. Shout out to Future Profit. So I'd be careful trading altcoins tonight, just because they're going to be kind of in shock as to what Bitcoin did. Let's take a look at MOODENG. I traded MOODENG last night for 470% gains, ended up selling for 460. And all I did, very simple last night, I was watching, I believe, was it the 22-hour time frame or the daily? I think the daily bounced off the two. Yeah, you see, the 200 MA came into price action on the daily. And so last night I saw MOODENG just like, it was pumping up a little bit. It was like tiny green. It's like a tiny bit green. And I was just like, I think that thing's going to bounce off the 200 MA. And I just got in right there with a stop below. I used the 22 to be a little more precise. I got on that candle there and put a stop below that wick, and then it ripped. This thing went from 17 to 30. I mean, it almost did 100. It almost did a double up. Right? It's crazy, like, or to 29 or something. Did back to 23, ripped back all the way to 28 again. It's just at the whim of Bitcoin, right? And it's been doing damage. So, like, now I'd be like, all right, if it's super bullish, it's got a bigger leg possibly. But if it's super bullish, it does something like this now. And can consolidate a little more sideways, possibly, for a little bit. I don't know for sure, but, you know, I just start building these ideas. I set alerts. I have so many kind of off structures and just waiting on moments. I have these all set up all around the internet, you know, all around. Like little mines waiting to explode. Ready to stop guessing and start waiting. Join the 99. 100%, man. Where traders are forged and not spoon-fed, man. We really turn people into traders, man. You can fade the 99 or you can learn from them. 100%. Yeah, while they wait for confirmation, the 99 already printed. 100%. You guys are dropping gems today. And shout out to everybody here on the live that jumps in with the lifer. And you can say whatever you want. The voice, the trades, the suits. We make the gains. Like, we make the gains. Like, if you're watching, you're like, damn, they did it again. The guy was live this morning. He gave the call. He stayed tried and true. He didn't get emotional. He let the TA play out. It happened. We don't do yo. We got to get this guy working for us. I'm putting all these down because they're good. I want to put them on the website. Yeah. Made big gains on MOODENG. I saw people making like literally 15K a day on that coin. Right? Crazy. Let me take a look at the super chats and see what people are saying. We got Eaters of Dead. That's gross. Let's take a look at ONDO. Wow, what a day, man. And I worked today. I mean, today was a work day. You know, everyone else got to chill. I had work on my mind all day. Even when I was golfing, I had to remind myself what I had to do to keep the company going, to keep things rocking. And I love what I do. I love that constant work stress on my head. I love it because I know it's something a lot of people wouldn't be able to handle or want. And that means there's value in there. When people can't handle what you're doing, or a lot of people couldn't live up to the intensity of your lifestyle and it produces good finances, there's a reason for it, because most things that create good finances are what people don't want to do. You know, they're very difficult. Like, everyone wants to be a CEO, they say that, but not many people really want to be in a leadership role. Like, they say that, but then they really don't want to be in the leadership role. All right. This should cover a few of what you might have lost today. What happened on hole 14 stays on hole 14. You're funny, man. I lost nothing today. You're funny, man. Shout out to my man, Astro Wave, man. God bless you, bro. I love you. I mean, I lost 8 balls in a row on hole 14. It was horrible. I mean, people are going to laugh at me. Joined the 99 earlier this year, and it has changed my life and how I see trading. Thank you, Sam, and the lifers involved. You all helped me get in great entries. Thank you. Thank you. Account is growing. God bless you. We love you. We thank you. We appreciate you. So Ondo, I'm still looking for that bounce here. And they're playing with these altcoins. They just are. I'm just looking for slow consolidation and to move back to the upside over time. Eventually back to 156. But man, these altcoins are moving slower than molasses. They pump and then they're like, meh, meh, meh. Let's take a look here at the fan funding. Thank you so much. Shout out to Astrowave. Shout out to Eaters of Dead. Shout out to Future Prophet. I'd love for you to check out Kita. I'm in love. I will. Looking sharp, mate. What are your thoughts on Giga? I have always liked Giga Chad. We'll take a look at Giga Chad. No logging info sent for the 99. Please help. Been 7 days. Something's not right, man. Email cryptolifers@gmail. You're not emailing the right person. Something's going to spam. I've never seen someone not get in for 7 days. Email immediately. cryptolifers@gmail. I'll have someone attend to it immediately. That's just never been the case. All right, that's not going to happen. People are usually saying they get in within 10 minutes. You know, it's very fast, unless it's offset on time and we wake up in the morning. But so we're going to look at LWOLF, and I'm going to make sure. I'm going to make sure you get attended to. Then we're going to look at Giga. Let's take a look at LWOLF and Bitcoin taking that beat down. We sold that local top on the banged on them today. Shout out to anyone that sold that local top with me. So last time I looked at LWOLF, I wanted to see the breakout out of this flag. And then we got the breakout, but we kind of ended up making another flag, right? And now everything's wondering with what Bitcoin's doing, like what's going to happen, right? We need Bitcoin to go sideways and send some of the love of this pump into altcoins. Like, some people got to start taking the leverage gains they made and start buying some altcoins with it. You know, spot and leverage. And that'll happen. You're going to see people sprinkle leverage positions now open, but now they're going to wait for the best time on these alts. I see sideways price action for LWOLF, and honestly, I see it going all the way back to the high. This is a coin that I believe can go high. LWOLF, Matt Fury, you know, Landwolf. I've always liked this coin. I traded it here or there. I think I held it a couple times, but I never had it long term. I believe there's money coming out of this thing, and there's only a matter of time. Think about doing this, you know, once the price action moves forward, it throws these off, but that's fine. They look neat for the moment. You hit control to double anything you need. Like, so if you want to double this white line, you hold control, you just pull it off for a PC. It might be like, I don't know, it might probably control for an Apple computer too. You know. Anyway, that's LWOLF, Landwolf. Looks nice to me. Thank you so much. I'm going to put an alert on that and watch it closely. I don't think tonight's the night to open up tons of trades. If you made gains in the group, like we take the night off. Like, we nailed it tonight. Like, what do we need to do after tonight? I mean, we nailed it. We absolutely nailed it. You know, we go from there. Let's take a look at Giga Chad. Giga Chad on MEXC. And, you know, it looks nice, too, to me, too. Same thing. It's above its 200 MA. Don't be stressed by a little bit up and down. Might come down a little bit more, but as long as it stays above the 200, And I'd be looking at it more kind of like even like it's doing something like that. But look at the, you know, I like the flag. Technically, it broke out the flag. It's on the other side. That's a breakout. We just got, you know, Bitcoin goes sideways. These coins kind of find their way. I see this thing about to explode. I could be wrong, but my strategy tells me to long when we get above a 200 MA. It tells me to watch the trend, high, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low trend. Tells me to play support or resistance. Previous resistance is support there. And so I got like 5 things going for me on the bullish confluence. Tells me that it's likely that we go up to somewhere to 04179. I wouldn't be surprised if we get back to 6 cents on GigaChad. I like this meme more than a lot of others, and has a, you know, a bigger following, a more universal idealism. So yeah, looking sharp, mate. What are your thoughts on Giga? Thank you. I'd love for you to check out Kita. I'm in love. I love Kita. I found Kita early, and we've been watching it very closely. Look at that thing ripping. Let's take a look at Kita here. And remember, I joined RevShare. I didn't join, but I jumped in with one soul. Let's see where it's still sideways. This thing could still make my day. Still just sideways. Very small market cap, so that's 1 million market cap. Very tiny. All right. Don't do anything you see anyone do on YouTube. I know nothing but the fact about ignorance. Okay, and I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Okay. I'm not a financial advisor or an investment advisor. Let's take a look here at Kita. Kita. Funny cheetah with a K. Wow, Kita just keeps pumping. It just keeps moving. We looked at it here at 50 cents. It's now up at 75, 70 cents. I see it going to 90. And again, it didn't even flag out yet. Eventually, it's going to have to kind of make the consolidation. When it does, that's going to be its next probably moment in time. It might have to be a dump. But Keto, since we looked at it, 12 cents up to 74 cents. That's a 6x and more. I mean, that's insane. And, you know, it flagged out right here. Also, Token Metrics talked about it over and over again. Went over it many, many times. Kita. I believe once it hits about 80, it's going to eventually do that consolidated move. But Kita just does not stop. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Kita. You know, learned about Kita with me, found out about Kita, likes Kita. Kita, baby, Kita. And we kept Kita on the radar yesterday, too, before the pump. On 320. I'm talking about Kita. Look at this. And my trading right here. Kita went up, still holding above 20%. Look, watching Kita. ETH, Uniswap, 319. Kita's at 12 cents when I'm telling you about it. 16 cents. The thing's at 72 now. I banged on it, man. It's like we do things most people don't even dream of in this group, man. This is a beautiful advertisement for the group right here. Because, like, this isn't even about day trading. This is about knowing what's hot before everybody else does, and we do it all the time. Look at me. You would have learned about Kita so early. I even had alerts on it when it hit Polonian X on 320. I had a bot telling me when it was hitting the exchange. I got so much information and so much stuff inside my Discord that will help you. It'll blow your mind. Most people don't even know how much stuff is in there. That's why you got to watch the watch first when you jump on in. A guy that works as much as me, you can only think of how many things I packed in that Discord to help you. And look, back to 104 now. I'm leaving this market at the end of the stream. I'm turning off my computer. I'm going to sleep. And I'm coming back tomorrow to reassess what happened. I'm taking a break. I traded all day in my mind. Like, even though I made a tick of the day off, it was in my mind all day. What are you going to be pamping, Sam, this week? And thank you for the super chats. We looked at Ondo. We looked at Kita. We looked at LWOLF. We looked at GigaChad. And let's make sure we got them all. Underground Crypto. Love the energy. Let's go. Thank you so much. Gary Bifulco. Let's go. The feeling is real. Reliable J. Claudia Miranda, thank you so much. Milligan's Travels for the $20. Thank you so much. $105 in chat revenue. You people are amazing. Sam, I made over $500 today while chilling with my fam. You're the best on the net. God bless you, your fam, and everyone on the live. Shout out to Crypto Cal, man. I love you, brother. Hope everything's going your way, my friend. May God bless you. All our past battles are come to fruition for us to win now. DM, we love you, man. Thank you for the $2. Kurt Shore, thank you so much for the $2. It's very nice of you. Varim Chata, thank you so much for the $2 Canadian. Future Prophet, thank you for 5 beans. I love you, man. Thank you. Eaters of Dead, Ondo, we looked at it. Thank you for the $2. Astrowave, thank you for the $10, man. You didn't have to give, but you did. And thank you so much for buying that driver, man. That's very nice. You're a classy guy. What about FWOG? We'll take a look at FWOG. Thank you. By the way, my mom passed. Funeral tomorrow. I'm so sorry, Kurt. I am so sorry. I can honestly say I know how you feel, man. Moment of silence for him and his mom, man. And it make me tear up now on the stream. Dear Lord, may you pray for Kurt Shore's mother as she passed into the nether realm. We don't know why you take our loved ones when you do, but may we come closer to you during these times and not farther away. May all these ups and downs in life make us realize that the strength in us and the strength in God can help us through. Dear Lord, thank you for bringing me closer to God when my mother died, and help Kurt do the same. Kurt, I love you with all my heart. I'm so sorry what you're going through, man. And may your mother be blessed, brother. And may you continue to live in her light, love, and happiness like I do for my mom. Amen, brother. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man. I didn't want to end the stream on a note like that. But, man, the guy lost his mom. I mean, it's one of the biggest moments in your whole life. You'll never, when your kids are born, when you get married, and when you lose your mom, and when you buy Bitcoin, you know? We don't need a plan, I like it unprepared. Kurt, look at all these people that are saying love your way, man. We got a good group of people here. We got a really, really good group of people here. Unbelievable. And that's why I want to be here with you guys every day, and girls, all the people here. Look at all these people, man. Sending love your way. Blessings on blessings. Let's take a look at FWOG. Thank you, means a lot. Thank you, man. You didn't have to give another super chat for that. God bless you, brother. God bless you. God bless you so much, man. You have no idea, man. My mom dying ripped my heart out. I'll never be the same. Stars from another time. We're leaving now into the clouds. I got a little I squeezed a little lemon and it got into my eyes here. Just tell me I'll be there. We don't need a plan. Let's take a look at FWOG. So dream away. You know, I see a beautiful inverted head and shoulder beginning to form here. Something like this might actually be a little closer, you know? So dream away. Take you anywhere. Just tell me I'll be there. Whatever comes our way, stay there for the day. So dream away. Oh man, I just thought about my mom and dad, and I went to Vegas, Mom. I went to Dubai, Mom. She would have been like, how was Dubai? Ah, man, I would have probably maybe asked her if she wanted to come. I know she wouldn't have, because my dad would never have gone on a plane for 14 hours, but you know, if FWOG looks interesting, I'll put an alert on that, man. I like it. I like it a lot. That thing's amazing. Wrote a song for her. Count your blessings. I'll send. Thank you, man. God bless you, brother. I appreciate that. Send it to CryptoLifers@gmail. We'll get it. My wife will make sure I see it. So I would set alerts on FWOG. All right. I still can't believe we made $5 grand. $4 grand. Yeah, unbelievable. I'm always like, there's probably another trade out there that I forgot about on some exchange. Everyone, with that, I'm going to jump on out of here. Sorry to leave with like such a kind of low feeling after such a bump. Now Bitcoin's dumping. I got everyone all sad. I'm so sorry. And the song's a little down too, you know what I mean? Let's change the track and we'll end on a high note. All right. We'll end with Get It Right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for an unbelievable, amazing live stream. I appreciate you more than you would ever know. Bitcoin topped out at 107, all the way back down to 108.4. Beautiful short on the bearish divergence there on the 1 hour and the daily. Bearish div almost everywhere, which is kind of creepy. So maybe you're getting of a nasty dump that just continues to go down. Mom and Dad are looking down and super proud. You made them proud day in and day out. No one works harder, and it pays. Hey, man, God bless you, brother. Thank you for the 10 pound. Thank you so much for all the love. So I'm still looking for a bounce here. Let's see if Bitcoin can stay above. Yeah, that's the first level. You know, 2 resistances there. Let's see if 104,800 can hold now. That's going to be the first test for BTC.
Can you ever get it right?
I still see us getting a bounce and probably going sideways at one point. Don't get too stressed about this price action. It's what happens on a Sunday night. Very volatile. If you can't handle it, you don't have a plan, you will get chewed up. Remember, the lifers, we made a lot of money today, but there's a lot of people that got liquidated, rocked, and wrecked. If that was you, please jump into class the last Saturday of every month. Hit the QR code and find out when my next class is. Or join the trading group at cryptolifer.com. Up at the top there, cryptolifer.com. Hit the QR code there to jump on in. Everyone, I love you. I thank you so much for jumping on in to this amazing, awesome live stream. I'm a bit spent after what all that just happened. I can't believe it's only 9:19. Usually we do go till like 10 o'clock. But I am spent today. It was a long day. I want to get a good night's sleep and get ready for tomorrow. But I love you all. Thank you so much, and may God bless each and every one of you for being here. Celebrate the wins, man. And bank, bank, bank. The Sam Price Money Channel, man, every single day. I'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Monday, Magic Money Monday. I'm going to get it in. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. From the bottom of my heart to my whole team that makes this stream happen. To Sean, to Lakochi Coker, to Jay, the editor, to Jamie, to my wife, and master friend, every single one on my inner team. May God bless you all for jumping on in. Thank you so much. And to God for making this stream all possible. Thank you, dear Lord, for everything you've given all of us. Remember, everyone, the secret to success. You know what the secret to success is? It's getting started. What?